And now here is the introduction to self-hypnosis and lying down. You will now fall asleep peacefully thanks to this self-hypnosis session. And now, I suggest you start your self-hypnosis session. When sounds or noises may be consciously perceived during the session, you will unconsciously strengthen your state of relaxation and well-being. You are pleasantly elongated. Your legs straight, slightly apart, fan-shaped. Your feet outside or duck-shaped. Your arms are stretched out at your sides, slightly apart. The palms of the hands turned towards the floor. The head well in line with the body. The chin pointed towards the ceiling. If necessary, you can correct your position so that it is pleasant. You are now in a lying position for a session of self-hypnosis. You are reuniting here and now your mental body, your spirit, your emotional body, your heart in your chest, to your physical body. You breathe deeply with your diaphragm, which lowers on the inhale in pull and lifts on the exhale in release, and you do it twice. While a part of you listens to my voice, you refocus your thoughts, your emotions, on your physical body, and you become aware of the different parts of your body, without seeing them, without touching them, without moving them. Thanks to the support points on the ground, I advise you to close your eyes, but it's not mandatory, and you're quite comfortable. I do not recommend that you change your position during the session, as there is no interest or advantage in the situation that will follow now. You come back today with the desire to listen to this hypnotic text again. That spelling that puts you into hypnotic sleep instantly with HYPNO. And you have known all the sources of calm and voluptuousness that settle in you, and it is nice to think again that it is within you, that it belongs to you, that all the sensations are anchored in you, and that from now on to do self-hypnosis, you just have to pronounce the word hypno, spelling it hypno, that is to say H-Y-P-N and O, and that it is as simple to get out of trance by spelling the word hypno backwards, that is to say O-N-P-Y and H. Quite simply. Or to say, if you don't know how to pronounce it backwards, the sentence, get out of hypno, which also works very well. And now that you are ready to do your self-hypnosis session, you know that you just have to pronounce the hypno letters to enter into a trance, and if you are already in a trance, unless you are already in a trance, which is very likely because you have already mentally pronounced this little spelled keyword, you will deepen more and more this trance that begins and continues. Observe attentively this sound that escapes from your sky of a noisy color, unless it is this frog of triangular shape and firm as autumn leaves, dry and suave color that is now dragging you deeper into this torpor called trance. And your eyes that now close at their own pace, those eyes that quietly, unless they're already closed, which is even more comfortable, and you go into a trance more thinking about it. And now I'm going to let you experience going into a trance by simply spelling out the word hypno, that is H-Y-P-N-O, That's it. And at the same time, take the opportunity to take 1 or 2 deep breaths, and especially breathing with your diaphragm by taking it out when you inhale. That's it. That's it. And to deepen this trance that is setting in now, just get out of it, and I'm going to let you get out of the trance by simply pronouncing the letters backwards. That is to say O, N, P, Y, and H, or else get out of hypno, which also works, and you can open your eyes, since you are no longer in a trance. As simple as that. And I'll let you do the experiment now because I'm going to give you 15 seconds to do it. And it doesn't matter if the initial trance is a little light, because you now know that to deepen it, you just must do 1 or 2 trance exits and enter it again, but for everything to deepen now. And at this moment, when I say trance, quite simply, you will enter a trance directly. That will be your keyword, and to get out of it you will simply pronounce awakening and you will come out of trance. And so that the path of the trance is inscribed in you in a lasting and automatic way, I will let you enter and leave the trance, and you will only have to pronounce the word trance mentally to enter into a trance at any time, and the word awakening to come out of trance at any time. And if you forget at the end to get out of the trance with the word awakening, it will be automatically pronounced mentally when you simply don't need it anymore. I will now give you a minute, alone, to experiment with these 2 keywords, trance and awakening, which will make your learning of trance safely, here and now. It's up to you. And now that your learning is over, you will be able to listen to this recording as many times as necessary. You will now fall asleep peacefully thanks to this self-hypnosis session. While normally this situation is treated by SOPHRODYNAMIC relaxation sessions for the body, it sometimes happens that these relaxation treatments do not work, because either the stress level is too high or the cortisol level is saturated following a trauma or a serious physical accident. And sophrology is not affordable for the same reasons. This comes from the brain, which has several nerve signal processing areas, and it is at the level of the cortex that stress parameters must be analyzed. You will be able to fall asleep peacefully, but you will have to refrain from sleeping during the session, otherwise it will not be profitable. In fact, you will have to use the hypnotic key trigger when you have come out of the trance, and you will continue to carry out this learning work, increasing your concentration on thoughts that come and go and disappear. And for another 30 seconds, you mentally and simply utter the following sentence. I say the hypnotic key, I don't think about anything, and I fall asleep quickly. Be careful, it's up to you. And now, in order to increase the blood flow to the amygdala so that you can deprogram it from all the stress that it is accumulating, you are going to take 3 deep breaths, sticking your belly out with each exhale, and pulling it in with each breath, so that this will reduce what is the trigger for cortisol through nerve impulses. Take 3 breaths. It's up to you. And now that your learning is over, you will be able to listen to this recording again as many times as necessary to enter this new ability into the habits, that is to say, into the hypnotic rhythm. And each of your actions, calm and quiet, will be the trigger for your new behavior, and this probable joy in making quiet in yourself and thinking of nothing will be amplified still more by the fact of pronouncing the following key word: trance, sleep. And then I will remain in a trance until I fall asleep for good. When you hear yourself mentally utter this word, it will further enhance the effects of the trance, as well as all your deep belly breathing for your future being fulfilled. Now you say the key word to get out of trance. Awakening, and you come out of the trance. And you recover your normal state that will allow you to enter or not enter a trance, whenever you wish.